Welcome everybody to Clarington Kia. Today we are going to take you on a tour of this 2023 Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV SEL all-wheel drive. That's a lot of acronyms. So this is a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, just over 70,000 kilometers on this. One owner, no accident history, and it's in fantastic shape. And that's what we're going to do today. So if you are sitting on the couch at home shopping online, you're going to get a great view of this vehicle without ever having to come here, so that way you know this is the right one for you. Now, the Outlander PHEV is actually Canada's most popular PHEV, and I think after we're done this video, you'll kind of understand why. It is kind of jam-packed with a ton of features, really luxurious interior, and the PHEV part of it is actually quite remarkable. So you get a 2.4 liter, 4-cylinder engine underneath the hood, connected to an electric motor that will give you 61 kilometers of all electric range. So that is pretty darn good. If your commute to work is 30-40 kilometers, maybe you have a charger at work that you can plug into, you can in theory run this entirely just on electric for most of your daily commutes. Now, if you don't have a charger at work and you kind of go past that electric range, well, that's the whole best part about this. Then it just goes onto the gas engine and you continue your drive. So there's no range anxiety. Get what you can get out of the electric capacity and then go back to gas. Now, real world fuel economy combined, if you don't run it in just electric, is under 4 liters per 100 kilometers fuel economy combined. So it is an extremely efficient gas hybrid model is what I'm trying to say. Whether you're all electric or electric and gas, you're gonna really love the savings that you'll get out of this plug-in hybrid. Now, we've got on the SEL these great looking 20-inch alloy wheels. All right, nice machine finish with black inserts, good tires on here as well. We've got the plug-in hybrid EV logo here. Now, a couple of little things on the vehicle. So right here, if I get it nice and close, so we got a little scratch right here and then some just, yeah, see, that's actually just coming off. So a little bit of paint transfer or whatever it is. So, I mean, a nice little buff and polish will take a lot of that out and probably clean a lot of that up. Now, taking a step back, you can see this is a full-size SUV. It is a 7-passenger vehicle. We'll show you all of that when we get to the inside. As we continue our tour around back, I am going to show you, like I just did, whatever dings, dents, scratches that I can find on it. It's a black car, so unfortunately it does show a little bit more. Again, one right here, not through the paint, can't catch my fingernail, a little buff and polish there, and then same thing right here, right? So usually the rule is anything you can't catch your fingernail in can be buffed out to the point where, let's say 80% better conservatively, probably a little bit better than that, okay? Rear tailgate on the back, LED taillights. Always like to check the back bumper to make sure nothing looks like it's been dragged in and out. We just have some hairline scratches, again, stuff you can't catch your nail in. Now, if it were me, I would buy the aluminum protector that goes along the back here or a rubber one, so that way you don't have any more of this, and it also will cover that up. Rear sonar on the back. We have the PHEV logo here, and then the super all-wheel drive control. Mitsubishi's got a really nice all-wheel drive system. Power tailgate. Now, with the third row seats up, and these, quite frankly, ridiculous headrests, they're so tall. With this third row seat up, there's still lots of room back here for cargo. We see we got the mats here. We have our plug-in hybrid plug here, and it is connecting just to a regular outlet in the house, because that's all you need to charge this up. It's just a regular connector. It will charge overnight, no problem. We have a regular home outlet back here as well, so that is very convenient. Now, these seats do tumble backwards, go down into here, then you have a fold flat cargo system in the back, a lot more room, obviously. It's probably how you're gonna run it most of the time, but we do wanna show you the 7 seats, so that's why we left it up like that. Coming around to the passenger side, everything is neat and tidy here. There's one small exception, which I'll show you in just a moment. So right under here, this is the same situation that we're talking about. So this right here, and I mean, you can probably barely see it, but there is some light scratching right here that just needs a nice high-speed buff and polish. And I think a lot of that is either gonna really just come out or disappear to the point where it's probably, like I say, 70, 80% better than what's there. But as you can see, it's really even hard to see that in the video. I'm just nitpicky because that's my job, I'm supposed to. Coming around to the front, LED daytime running lights up top, LED headlights as well. and LED fog lights down here. All right, nice big chrome surrounding on that. Taking a step back so you can get a good look at the front of the vehicle. Okay, now we have a camera under here because there are 4 cameras on the car to give you an around view system, which I'll show you. And then up on the hood, same thing. Okay, just a couple little, you know, cosmetic scratches, but again, a buff and polish is really going to lighten those up. That's, I guess, the tricky part when you have a black vehicle, is that you do tend to see everything, but man, does it ever look good when it's clean, right? Let's go have a look in the back. So, taking our first look, check out this interior. So the SEL gives you this beautiful quilted leather seating with that contrast stitching. It is very nice. This is usually reserved for something like a BMW or Mercedes, but they have put it into this vehicle here, even extended it onto the door panels as well. I absolutely love this. It's really just quite beautiful. Now looking up, panoramic sunroof that goes all the way to the back as well. Lets in lots of light back here. We have tri-zone climate control, so rear passengers have their own temperature, heated outboard seats in the rear, USB ports, and another charging system back here. So there's multiple ways to charge up all the kids' electronics in the back. And then hopping into the back seat, this all slides forward, and then you can jump into these back seats here. All right, we have cup holders back here for everything. Now, that is not the legroom you would get. Those seats are on sliders. So these second row seats are on sliders that will slide forward to give you much more room in the back for back passengers, okay? Now, let's continue to the front. Up front again, we have that nice big panoramic sunroof. Our driver and passenger seat, that same beautiful quilting. Now, there's no rips, tears, stains, or burns anywhere in this interior. And it is a non-smoker vehicle. Always important to know that. The only thing I saw was right here on the armrest, a very, 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 very light scratch just kind of down the center here. Not a big deal, but it is there, so I wanted to point it out. Now we have a driver power seat and a power passenger seat. Here's what's unique about that. So the driver has a 2-position driver memory setting. That's kind of normal stuff. The passenger also has a setting for their memory on the passenger side. That is very unique. Most vehicles that have a memory sitting on the power passenger side, again, is like Mercedes, BMW, high-end luxury vehicles. So pretty wild you get it in this Outlander. This is why I say, and this is why it is Canada's most popular PHEV. Now that we're inside here, the safety features on the Outlander, we have forward emergency braking, forward collision warning with pedestrian detection. We have adaptive cruise control here on the steering wheel. We have lane keeping assist with lane follow assist. We have the blind spot warning in the side view mirrors. We have that around view camera system, which I'll show you in a second, with rear cross traffic alert. So just an absolute ton of safety features on the Outlander to keep everybody nice and safe. Now we have a heated leather wrapped steering wheel up front. Really like the steering wheel too. It's almost got the same perforation you would find in the driver's seat. We have our radio controls and our controls for our digital gauges here. Have a look at these gauges. These are just fantastic. You can see the odometer there, 70,000 kilometers. Now, what I like is this EV portion here is not screaming at you so that you would get any sort of range anxiety. It's just telling you if it's charging the car or if you're using EV power. Really nice and simple. I really think that is smart. They've done a great job with that. And then you'll see down here, see where it says ready. So that's showing you the range that you can get on the electric charge. This one needs a charge, obviously, so we would go plug it in. You're going to see that upwards of 60, 65, 70 kilometers, depending on climate, and then again, how you drive. 61 is the ideal range. You could probably extend that with some good regenerative braking as well. I'll get into that in just one moment. Now, over here towards our driver's knee, one important thing that we want to talk about here. So this button here is just going to tell you that you can charge this Outlander PHEV on off-peak hours, which obviously if you want to save some cash, charging in off-peak hours will save you a little bit of money. I say a little bit because it's a small battery. We're talking, 20 cents a day, maybe 30 cents a day to charge this up. It's practically nothing. It's not even worth mentioning. It's not even worth having a second thought. Just plug it in and charge it. That's the way that I would roll with this. Now, With regards to the EV, so let's talk about this. So here are two important buttons that we want to talk about. The first one here is the one pedal drive, and then this is the EV mode. So the one pedal drive is, in my opinion, the best way to drive this vehicle. And let me explain how that works really briefly, really quickly. In one pedal drive, you only use the accelerator pedal. You're only using the right pedal. When you let off of the right pedal, the faster you let it off, the faster the Outlander will slow down. And it's doing that by taking that electric motor, putting it into a reverse, and taking that resistance and actually using it to charge the battery. So it's almost like turning that electric motor into a generator and powering up that electric battery. So that extends your range. But not only does it do that, it extends the range and doesn't use your braking system, which means you save money on brake maintenance and brake wear. So it's kind of a double benefit for you. On top of that, it's just super convenient to not have to use your brakes. Just to have one foot on one pedal, it is an enjoyable experience. It takes about 2.5 minutes to get used to. Keep it in one pedal, go drive around the block a few times, experience how it is to lift off the accelerator pedal really quickly, and then lift it off a little bit more gradually. You'll get a feel for it really, really quickly. Love that feature, especially in the Outlander PHEV. Not a lot of PHEVs allow you to do that. The other one is the EV button here, and that's just basically allowing you to change it from all electric to like a plug-in hybrid electric, so the hybrid component, where it uses the EV for the heavy lifting of acceleration, but will use the gas engine as well to give you that super, super, super low fuel economy. So depending on your drive that day in particular, you could choose all EV or a combination of. If you're, going 300 kilometers, use it as a combination, get the best fuel economy, okay? That's kind of that brief, quick explanation of that. Now, just giving you a quick pan down to show you kind of what this center console all looks like from a driver's perspective. And now in the infotainment system, you can see we do have the GPS. This does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. We have a home menu system here. You can kind of customize these icons, Sirius satellite radio as well, in case you don't want to use your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. But let's face it, you're going to plug in and use that. So this is why this screen is rather basic, because they know you're going to probably use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Now, putting the Outlander in reverse, we have this nice clear rear view camera, but we also have this top-down view, this bird's eye view, and that makes parking and any kind of situation like that very, very convenient, very easy, very safe, of course, as well. If we put it into drive and then touch the camera button, now we have the front camera as well. So you can imagine pulling into a garage or a tight parking spot will be nice and easy. You don't have to kind of like look over the hood. Just use your camera. You can get nice and close to the garage wall if you need to. There's also other views in here in the camera. This is kind of your perpendicular view, so that way you can parallel park nice and easy as well. All right, and then we can get a full screen view as you see there. Moving right along. So we have our tri-zone climate control, driver, passenger, rear passengers, our heated seats, our heated seats, our heated steering wheel. We've got some USB ports down here, our automatic shifter, and then here is our terrain select control and our EV control. So we can choose power meaning it's going to use the electric motors and the gas motors to make this a very, very, very fun driving experience. It's got lots of power. Or you can choose eco, or you can choose normal, or you can choose dynamic. And again, this is just basically changing how the transmission, how the engine and the motors all respond to give you that kind of combination. Then we have sand, snow, and mud for the all-wheel drive control. If you do get yourself in one of these sticky situations, that's going to really help you out as well. Our electronic parking brake with the auto hold, cup holders, armrests, all that good stuff where it should be, okay? And then last but not least, and definitely not least, this is our Carfax. So we have the Mitsubishi Outlander, one owner vehicle, no accidents reported, okay? And then here's what Clarington Kia has done to this vehicle to get it ready for sale for you. We've changed the engine, air filter, the air cabin filter, the one that the heating and air conditioning runs through. We've changed the front wipers, the rear wipers, done an oil change. We replaced the rear brake pads and rotors. Replaced the front brake pads, front brake rotors and serviced the pads, so clean those all up. All for a total of $1,736. So practically new or new-ish brakes on the front. The rears are all new. Filters are changed. Oil change is done. The only thing that it's waiting for is a test drive for someone to fall in love and take this home. This really is a fantastic plug-in hybrid for you and your family. You will absolutely love driving it. It'll save you tons of cash, and let's face it, it is pretty darn stylish and luxurious on the inside as well. So visit us here at claringtonkia.ca or in-store, in person, right here in the heart of Bowmanville, where you can get behind the wheel of this Outlander, fall in love, and call it your own. Thank you so much for watching, and congrats to whoever picks up this great find.